The rain was soft that evening, falling like secrets over the small town. Aisha sat by her window, watching drops race down the glass. She wasn't really watching the rain. She was waiting for him. Mr. Raymond, her mother's old colleague, used to visit sometimes for hospital work. He was calm, polite, always speaking softly. But when he looked at Aisha, she felt something stir, something she didn't yet understand. Over time, their talks had turned into messages, and messages into meetings. They met in quiet cafes, spoke about books, dreams, and the loneliness that both carried in their hearts. He was much older, wiser, and she, too young to know how dangerous such love could feel. Still, in his words, she found calm. In his presence, she felt seen. That evening, Aisha sneaked out again, telling her mother she had extra study duty. When she reached the old library garden, Raymond was already there, holding an umbrella for her. "You'll catch a cold," he said softly. She smiled and replied, "You worry too much." He looked at her quietly and said, "I can't help it. You remind me of everything I thought I'd lost." They sat close under the umbrella, the rain whispering around them. For a while, the world felt quiet, like it was only theirs. But fate doesn't stay silent for long. The next morning, Aisha's mother, Sarah, found her daughter's phone on the table, a message flashing on the screen. "I'll wait for you again tonight." Confused, she opened it and froze. The name at the top, Raymond Sahib. Her chest tightened. She couldn't believe it. The man she respected, her friend from years ago, with her daughter. That night, she followed quietly. The rain returned as if the sky itself wanted to hide what was about to happen. From a distance, she saw them, her daughter's hand in his. "Stop!" Her voice cut through the rain. Aisha turned, her face pale. "Ami!" Raymond stood still, shame heavy in his eyes. "Sarah, please, it's not what not what I think," she said, her voice trembling. "You're twice her age. You knew she trusted you." Aisha's tears mixed with the rain. "Ami, I love him." "Love?" her mother whispered. "This isn't love. It's confusion. It's pain waiting to happen." For a moment, everything stopped. The wind, the rain, even their hearts. Then Sarah turned away, her voice breaking. "You'll understand one day, Aisha. But not now." Days passed. Rehman left the city quietly. Aisha never saw him again. She often stood by the same window, the rain still falling like it remembered. One evening, her mother walked in silently and placed a cup of tea beside her. "I know it hurts," Sarah said softly. "But some people are meant to teach us love, not give it forever." Aisha nodded, eyes glistening. "It still feels like he's here, Ami. Like every drop of rain says his name." Her mother touched her shoulder. "Then let the rain speak, Beta. but don't let it drown you. Years passed like quiet pages turning in an old book. Aisha finished her studies, started work at a hospital in another city, and slowly learned how to breathe without breaking. But some feelings don't disappear. They only change shape. Every time it rained, she remembered Remen, the way he spoke, the way he looked at her like she was the calm after his storm. One spring morning, while helping at a medical conference, she saw a familiar face across the hall. Mr. Raymond, older now, a few more lines near his eyes, but the same gentle voice when he said, "Aisha." For a moment, the world fell away. They talked after the session, shy at first, then warmer, about work, about years lost, about forgiveness. He told her he never stopped hoping she was happy. She told him she finally understood what real love meant: patience, honesty, and respect. This time, there were no secrets. They visited her mother, Sarah, together. Sarah looked at Raymond for a long moment. Then she sighed softly. "You both waited. Maybe that means something." She saw the sincerity in their eyes, not the reckless spark of youth, but the calm light of people who had lived and learned. Months later, under a quiet drizzle, Aisha and Raymond married in a small ceremony. No music, no crowd, just the sound of rain, a few close friends, and Sarah's tears of both joy and surrender. Sarah moved in with them soon after age had made her slower, and Aisha wanted her close. Evenings became peaceful. 3 cups of tea, laughter about hospital stories, old songs playing on the radio. One night, as rain tapped against the window again, Sarah smiled and said, "Strange, isn't it? The same rain that once broke us apart now keeps us together." Aisha rested her head on Raymond's shoulder. "Maybe some stories are meant to circle back on me, to remind us that love doesn't always come easy, but when it's real, it waits." The rain outside shimmered under the streetlight, no longer sad, just endlessly patient.